My first myth today asks if it's true that the Fish song AC/DC Bag is named that way because of the chord structure on the song. Ah, Fish, I have spent so many amazing evenings getting into the music of that band and hanging out with lots of wasted or not wasted people dancing on random lawns all across the country. And for me, this is definitely one of the songs I enjoy most live. It's a fun song. If you don't know it, you should check it out. AC/DC Bag traditionally falls within Trey's Gamehenge narrative, and it's part of the Executioner story, and if you don't know it, you should check that one out too. And how did the song get its name? Yep, it's from the chord structure, mostly. You've got an A, a C, a D, then a C, but then actually it's an F major, it's not a B major in the chords. But if you think about what the song would have been called that way, I think it's understandable that they changed it to AC/DC Bag. Like I said, if you don't know these songs, you definitely need to check them out, and Fish live is always a worthwhile experience. AC/DC Bag, though, gets its name from the chords. My next email dug into a question about Pink Floyd, specifically the song Nobody Home from the Wall record. During that track, you have a soundbite of Gomer Pyle going, "Surprise, surprise, surprise." And the question is, was that inspired because while they were writing the song, the band was calling Roger Waters to find out if he finished it, and he never answered, hence Nobody Home, surprise, surprise, surprise. There's so much lore all across the Pink Floyd world, and a lot of it has to do with the construction and recording of the wall. And while this is definitely a popular theory behind where that soundbite came from, it's only one. There are a number of other claims as to why that exists there. A lot of people say that the surprise, surprise, surprise is actually a callback to the lyric about 13 channels of shit on my TV to choose from. There's also theories that if you strip it away and you just listen to the sound bites, it falls in there. But the one about referencing the previous lyric has actually been lightly referenced to by both David Gilmour and Nick Mason. The story behind the other theory is that it's true. During the recording sessions, they were nearing the end and the engineers really wanted one more song, so they kind of challenged Roger Waters to write one. He disappeared for a few days where nobody really heard from him, a bit Syd Barrett when you think about it, and the song he came back with was Nobody Home. Also taking into consideration where the album's main character, Pink, is in terms of the overall narrative by the time they get to Nobody Home, that surprise, surprise, surprise thing works very well in relation to that. And there are tons of people who don't read into it any deeper. I happen to be one of those people. With so much of Pink Floyd, you can really interpret it however you want, so go ahead and pick your poison. Just be aware that there's a lot of other theories, and none of them really have any more factual truth than the other. Sticking with the general theme we've been working with, someone wrote in and wanted to know if it's true that the Grateful Dead got their band name out of a dictionary. Believe it or not, this is absolutely true, though there are a few theories as to how exactly that dictionary got into their hands. Originally named the Warlocks, Phil Lesh says that in his autobiography, Jerry Garcia was looking through a Britannica World Dictionary. He saw the definition and he suggested that that be their new name, and the rest is history. The band's publishing director said it happened at another time when Jerry was looking through a dictionary of apparently old folklore terms. There's also a story that someone knocked a dictionary onto the floor. When they opened it, the words grateful and dead were next to each other at the binding. They liked how it sounded, and that's how it happened, but when you think about where those two terms fall alphabetically, that one doesn't really make much sense. So while the core of the claim that it came from a dictionary is absolutely totally true, how exactly that dictionary came about, where it was, nobody really knows. But the base claim here, absolute truth. So those are my myths for this week. Be sure to check back here every Friday as I delve into some of the coolest stories in music history. If you've got a myth you want me to check out, email me at thedailyguru@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.